Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Lena and I make college and book related content here on YouTube. And today will be another, but one of the last college days in my life. Today is December 9th. It is a Friday. In theory, we don't have classes today. It's considered reading day before finals week, but I have not been in class since Monday. So that came and went for me. But today I actually have a meeting with one of my advisors. It's my last meeting for my Middlemarch project because my paper is due later today. And so we're just having a final meeting to kind of go over what I accomplished in this semester and then, just have a final conversation, which is kind of sad to think about and also wild at the same time. So I'm going to head off to breakfast and do a little bit of work on that paper / prep for that meeting before I went there. As you saw this morning, I was working on writing a thank you note to that professor because this professor was also my advisor for the past 3.5 years. And so I really appreciate all the work they have done for me and all the support that they have given me and encouragement they've shown. And then after that today, just probably going to be working on that Middlemarch paper so I can submit it. So I'll talk more about that later. And then late this afternoon / early in the evening, we're actually having the launch party for the Laurentian magazine. So I can talk more about that later because I am the nonfiction editor. And so I obviously need to be there. So without further ado, though, I need to run off to breakfast, so I actually have some time to work on my essay before I go to our meeting. And I'm just wearing today this sweater dress. I believe it's from Land's End. My mom got it for me for Christmas, my senior year of high school, maybe? I'm not quite sure. Maybe my junior year, I don't really know. But it's a great dress. I love it so much. Before I go to breakfast, though, I need to return the duty phone because I was on rounds last night, so I need to do that, and then I'll be able to head to breakfast. So I have my meetings with my professor in Richardson, which is the original building at St. Lawrence and also the building where all the English classes are. And this is an old copy of the Laurentian magazine. When I got to the library, I set all my stuff down in my study carrel, but then I went to the yellow pipe room to get some work done because it just feels so nice to sit in front of those southern-facing windows. And then I just got to work trying to get more of my Middlemarch project done. This required a lot of me going back and forth between notes, looking at feedback I received on my first draft, looking at my own notes that I thought that I should work on, and, just trying to keep the grind going. Okay, so I am now back in my room. It is 12:40. It was kind of like a hot mess this morning. My professor wasn't there at the time that we were going to meet, and then she had stuff going on, and so then I went to the library and tried to get some work done, and then she responded to me and she was available to me, and so it was a whole mess. But we did end up meeting, and I am now The only thing I have left for that like course, which is just an independent study, is to actually finish the paper. So I'm gonna be working on that this afternoon with the goal of finishing it afternoon, early evening. Honestly, I don't really know because like I have a couple other things that I need to get done today. I did end up getting through the revisions for the entire essay, so now I just have to go back through and like I left some notes of things I wanted to change, so I have to go back through and make those notes and then probably reread it once through again or twice through, I don't really know, and then submit it after that point. But I am going to take a break from that right now and I'm going to fill out a course evaluation for my Jane Austen course, and then I'm also going to work on the grades for my French lab because those are due today as well. I need to send them to the professor who is teaching the course I do a lab for. So I just need to go through that and work on those, and then I'll probably be ready to get back to working on Middlemarch. Finished grading, and then I finished the course evaluation for Jane Austen, and I also got an email that a package has come in for me at the post office or mailing center. I'm pretty much positive that it's my book of the month package, but I'm gonna go and pick that up while the mail center's open because it's only open for about 2 hours today. And then I'm going to figure out if I want to go back to the library to do work on Middlemarch or if I want to stay here or like what. But anyway, I'm gonna head off and get the package and then we will reassess. Now back from the mail center, and I was right, it was book of the month. So I got 3 books this month, which seems a little excessive, and it is. But I haven't received book of the month since I think maybe August. So it's been a while. And I initially started getting book of the month my freshman year of college. It was a present from my parents as like a little treat to look forward to each month. And then after that like gift ended, I've just paid for it on a monthly basis depending if I want it or not. And so because I hadn't bought a book since August, I had a credit already like in my account, and then December's my birthday month, so then they give you a free credit as well. And then add-ons are just $10.99, and so I got all 3 of these books for essentially $11, which is great. Just give you a rundown of the books I got. So I got The Night Tiger, and this book, I don't know when January 2019 was when this was the book of the month. And then the next book that I got was Enchantée, which was, wow, 2019, the year to be alive. It's gone now. But the original reason why I got this order is because this was a book of the month for December 2022. There's like something whack on the cover. Interesting. And I mean, everyone's been talking about this book. It's a 2022 release. It's by R.F. Kuang, who wrote Poppy War in that trilogy. To be honest, I hated Poppy War. Like, I really did not enjoy it, even though everyone raved about it and loved it. But I've heard that this is very different, and so I'm hoping this is more up my alley. 3 books that I got for book of the month. And then, of course, get a bookmark. Same time tomorrow. And I also could have gotten the book of the year for free because I'm a BFF of book of the month, but I don't like this book and I don't care about this book, so sorry. And then because it's December, we got stickers. I don't know. They always send me stickers and I have yet to use any of them, but some of these are actually kind of cute, so we'll see. Now what time is it? 2:30. I have to reassess what I want to do. I have the launch party at 5 p.m. For those of you that don't know, the Laurentian magazine is a literary magazine on our campus, and it publishes twice a year, so once per semester, and we accept student work. And so I am the nonfiction editor, and that means I'm in charge of the nonfiction committee and reading all the nonfiction pieces and selecting them and doing that whole process. So we have our launch party tonight, which is when we give out all the free copies of our magazines. We have some of our writers do some readings, and it's just a really great event. And I've been in the Laurentian magazine since my freshman year of college, so this is definitely one of the clubs / things that I've been involved in since the beginning, so that's really great. And yeah, so that's gonna be happening tonight. I don't really know if I'll film that because like I don't typically film in public, but we'll see what happens. But I do need to do a lot more work on my Middlemarch project, so I might go back to the library and work on that. I think that's the best course of action because I'm worried that if I stay in my room, I won't do anything. The afternoon and evenings are when there are way more people in the library, and so this is when I'm grateful I have my study carrel to go to because a lot of the other public tables are taken, and so I sat down here and got right to work copying down my thesis actually because I wanted to just have this thesis to look at and really study and think about how it interacts with the rest of the text, and just so I could have it easy to access and also a chance for me to revise it as well. So good afternoon, everyone. It is now the next day, and I did not that I forgot to vlog last night. Things just got like kind of hectic and wild. So as you know, I went to the Laurentian magazine launch party, and I didn't really get any clips of that because as one of the senior editors, I'm kind of running around helping run the event, and I had to introduce all of the pieces within my committee. And really introduce the readers and writers and kind of make sure everything flows smoothly. So I didn't have a lot of time to try to get some discrete shots. But I do have my own copy of the magazine I can show you. So this is this year's edition. This is what the back looks like. And obviously if you unfold it, it is full spread. And one of my friends actually did this piece that is our cover work. And then just within the magazine, it's student artwork and writing and poetry and all that stuff. And it's just really great. And this is my, as I mentioned, 4th year doing the magazine. So the aesthetic of these have changed a lot since we started making them. But yeah, so I had the launch party, and then I needed to get back to the library to work on my Middlemarch paper because it was due last night at midnight. And because I'm one of the senior editors, I ended up talking to a lot of the other senior editors to kind of reflect on the launch party, and then I got called over to talk to other people, and so by the time I was able to actually make it to the library, it was 2.5 hours after the launch party. And I did not let that faze me though, and I got right to work. Worked all the way through midnight, which was quite a unique experience because I'm someone that has never worked in the library late at night before. I just don't really like that vibe of like the chaoticness of other students trying to meet deadlines, especially as we get closer to final season. But I am glad I did it last night because I feel like that's a quintessential college experience. So I'm glad I was able to experience that in my own time. I kind of can't believe I was done. And when I was walking back from the library around midnight to my dorm, I was honestly in shock that I'm done because I've been working on this project all semester, and I'm really, honestly, I have mixed feelings about how I did. Part of me is really proud of all the work I've done, and part of me feels like it was a hot mess and I should have read that essay again, and like I just second guess my work every time I submit it. So eventually I'll hear feedback on it, but for now it's done and I can move on to other things, which includes preparation and work for my finals that will happen this coming week. So that's all I have for you guys today. I'll probably be making a study with me video in the future, definitely making a dorm tour before I leave, and then if there's any other videos or things that you want to make sure I film before I'm out of here, let me know down in the comments below. We're really getting down to the end of this chapter. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next week.